Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm the Mystical Intuitive, and today's pick card reading is all about how your future spouse will first notice you. So for pile 1 we have the green jade stone. For pile 2 we have the magnesite stone. For pile 3 we have the clear quartz stone. So pick one of these 3 piles and then I'll see you at your reading. Okay, pile 1, the green jade stone, we're looking at how your future spouse will first notice you. So let's see. For pile 1, we have the 9 of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles, the 2 of Pentacles, the 10 of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. Okay, so with the Knight of Pentacles here, your future spouse first notices you through your independence here and your grace. You come across as very beautiful here, well put together, maybe classy as well. You're very graceful. I feel like you're by yourself here, or maybe even if it's a group setting, because we do have the 3 of Pentacles, you may be a bit more by yourself, maybe a bit more quiet. And I feel like they're gonna see that you carry yourself with quiet confidence here. And even when you don't try, people can see you're someone who has maybe worked hard on yourself. You're definitely someone who's takes good care of themselves in every aspect, mentally, emotionally, physically. They're kind of struck by how grounded you are, how elegant you are, and how put together you are, right? It's like maybe you are someone who does your hair, puts on makeup, has really nice clothes. Maybe you're someone who wears heels, I don't know. But there's something about you. Maybe you wear a really nice perfume here. Or maybe you're just naturally, very well put together or look good. Maybe it's your natural beauty here. And with the 3 of Pentacles and 2 of Pentacles, they might notice you in a setting where you're kind of balancing responsibilities here, right? So it could be at school, work, or even like a group project here with the 3 of Pentacles. And so they're going to admire how hardworking you are and how you can handle so many things. It's like I see admiration here. That's how they first are going to notice you, seeing you, just being you. It's your energy here. And you kind of stand out. So you're going to meet in some sort of group setting and you're going to stand out here to them as someone who's capable and reliable and approachable. You're nice here with the King of Cups. You're nice, sweet, and empathetic. But with the King of Pentacles here, with the wolf, it makes me feel like you're a lone wolf here. You want to do things on your own. And with the 10 of Wands, it's like you're carrying a lot here, right? Maybe literally. So you're kind of working hard, helping others here, or managing a very heavy load, or have a lot of responsibilities. And they notice that you're not overwhelmed here. They see your strength, your persistence and determination here. You're a hard worker. So, and with the King of Pentacles, they're going to notice how stable you are and your emotional depth here. Again, you're empathetic. You come across as caring and nurturing. You might have a water rising, or a moon, or sun, or maybe an earth sign in your big 3. Because there's a lot of earth here as well. So yeah, you're someone trustworthy, warm, and strong. And yeah, and that's kind of rare. You're very practical, but still very empathetic. So again, it's like they're going to admire you. Your work ethics or something else. It's just the way you carry yourself. And they're also going to notice how you're so graceful under pressure. So maybe there's some sort of conflict surrounding the scenario that you're going to meet your future spouse in, and you just handle it with grace, And yeah, there's something about your self-sufficiency here that's coming through. So tell me, so they're going to notice you in a group setting. You're not really going to talk, and that's what makes them interested in you, right? That you're so quiet and you're a hard worker, and they're like, what is it about pile 1? I want to know more about them. So tell me more for pile 1. How will their future spouse first notice them? Seven of Cups. Yeah, it's almost like this feeling of you're a bit too good to be true. Knight of Swords. Four of Wands. High Priestess. Knight of Cups. And the Eight of Wands. Okay, so I'm drawn to the Four of Wands again. There's a crowd here. There's a party here. So you might meet at a party. But the energy that I'm getting is that you stand out from the crowd. See here how this hawk is like fixated on a certain point. That's your future spouse. You're in some sort of group setting, a party, work, or whatever. And they're focused on you. You're the High Priestess here. You're mysterious. You don't talk much. You're to yourself. Maybe it's at a place that you don't know a lot of people, so even if you are very extroverted, you just might come across as that. And yeah, there are just many people around you, but there's just something about your energy that kind of makes you unforgettable here. It's like you're, with the Seven of Cups, it's almost like an illusion here. It's kind of giving me like, you know, that movie trope of a manic pixie dream girl. You know, there's like this mysterious girl, and she's like not like other girls, and she's like perfect, and she's gonna help you and stuff like that. That's the energy that I'm getting here. It's like you're unforgettable. You're different. You're different. You stand out from the crowds. And others are, and other people kind of blend in together because they're the same, and you are someone who strikes them as unique, almost dreamlike, like I said here with the Seven of Cups, you know, someone who feels different. Seven of Cups is just that dream fantasy. With the Knight of Swords, they're also gonna, it shows that, you know, their attention snaps to you quickly. They're in some sort of group setting and you pass by, or they see you, and then instantly it's like, who is that? It's like this, I'm interested in that person, or you've got my attention here. They're curious, they're drawn in, right? And they might even feel like an urgency to approach you here with the Eight of Wands, like they might want to talk to you, and with the Knight of Cups as well. Yeah, with the Four of Wands, it's likely that you might meet at a social or celebratory event here, maybe a party, a gathering, a wedding, or even some sort of community activity. And even if it's at work, because I do see you working here. So even if it's at a party, you might be the kind of person who like helps the person hosting it, and they just notice that you're very attentive, that you're helpful. Yeah, but even if it's at work, it might be like a work party or something like that. With the High Priestess here, you know, they're intrigued by your mystique, your mysteriousness. So you might not be loud or trying to get attention from other people or from them. Again, it's your quiet confidence, you know, it's your aura. Or maybe you say something like very philosophical here with the High Priestess. You come across as wiser. Or someone who kind of observes the crowd. And they notice that. It's like, yeah, they kind of feel like there's more to you than meets the eye. And with the Knight of Cups, they're going to notice your softness, your kindness. You have a sort of romantic or artistic or dreamy vibe about you, right? You come across as someone who feels deeply, who moves from the heart, who's sensitive. And with the Eight of Wands, I feel like, again, this is fast-moving energy, so it confirms that this person, their focus is going to be on you quickly or fast, right? And this first meeting is almost like unexpectedly. They notice you and it hits them, right? Like lightning. Sudden attraction here as well with the Eight of Wands. It's attraction, passion, excitement. So they're going to get excited around you. So yeah. So the first thing, or how they're going to notice you, is it's your mystery. You stand out from the crowd. Your charm. Your quiet confidence. Your independence. Your thoughtfulness. You help a lot. You're a hard worker. And there's an instant magnetic pull here. So let's see. Let's get some other cards. Tell me more for pile 1. How will their future spouse first notice them? Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost self to each other, your bond deepens. So again, there's this energy of them seeing you in a party. They're focused on you and they want to get to know you. They're intrigued here. There might be other people that are trying to get their attention, but their focus is on you. And you're looking the other way. You're not really focused on them. And that like always excites them. They want your focus on them. Express your love. Yeah, I feel like, again, this thoughtfulness, this kindness, this sweetness that you exude is also very enticing to this person. You might be like an empath or just naturally very sweet-natured. And unrequited love. See, you're not looking at them. You don't pay attention to them. So I'm always getting like, they feel like, oh, good, because then I can quietly observe pile 1. It's almost like they don't want to get caught. So it's like they use it as a time to just observe you, I guess. We have here children. Maybe they sense that there's something like naive about you, or maybe they sense that you're a bit inexperienced here. So it could be like maybe you're new at this party, or you're maybe you don't know a lot of people there, or maybe it's your first work day. You're someone new. Maybe you're someone, yeah, also sweet and innocent. I guess that's how you come across. What else for pile 1? How will their future spouse first notice them? Okay. Bachelor's degree. So maybe you come across as someone who's like very smart, or maybe they're very impressed with whatever degree you have or something like that. Works out. Okay, so they also are going to check your body out. I feel like they might like your body. You don't have to work out. You don't have to be the kind of person that works out. But whatever your body shape looks like, they're going to like it. Frugal. Yeah, maybe it's like, I don't get the sense that, you know, this is about money, but this sense that you're kind of like hold back here. It's like you're not at ease at whatever you are. So maybe it's like someone is offering you food or a drink and you're like, no, no, thank you. You're kind of holding back here. Intelligent, yeah, you'll come across as intelligent. We have your experience, childhood trauma. Now, of course, that's not something that they're going to notice. The image that I'm getting here is that you, again, come across as maybe, it's almost like they see in your eyes that you have wounds. Like you are someone who went through trauma here. They're gonna see like some sort of hurt in your eyes. Or they're gonna notice things about you, little things that you do. Like maybe always saying sorry, and they kind of know, maybe this is the kind of person who's very well read when it comes to psychology. They kind of know that that is something that maybe can indicate people-pleasing tendencies or childhood trauma experience. You know, it's like those little things that they notice about you where they're like, you've been hurt. Cares what other people think of them. Yeah, maybe you also come across as someone a bit self-conscious. Maybe you're fidgeting. Maybe you're looking around you everywhere. Maybe you come across as a bit anxious as well. Maybe you have like a Mercury in the first house or Moon. Yeah, or Gemini or Cancer. Yeah, they're intrigued. They're mysterious. And they are just gonna... So how they're gonna notice you the first time is that you're gonna stand out from the crowd. And it's, of course they're attracted to you. It's your beauty that they're gonna like. But it's more than that. It's your vibes, the way you carry yourself. They're intrigued by you. And so they really want to get to know you and find more out about you when they first see you. So that's nice. Well, that's all I have for you, pal. 1, I hope it resonated with you. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know what you think of the reading. And if you want a private reading with me, you can always email me. My email's in the description box below. Have a good day. Bye. Okay, part 2, the Magnesite stone. We're looking at how your future spouse is first going to notice you. So let's see. For the people that chose pile 2, how is their future spouse first going to notice them? For the people that chose pile 2, oh, I'm hearing you're mine. You're already mine. So when they see you, they might get possessive over you. They claim you almost. Maybe there's something where other people are also interested in you. Maybe they're friends or something like that. And they're like, I'm calling dibs on pile 2. That's not for everyone, I'm hearing. So we have the 6 of Swords. You have the King of Wands. Ooh, this person is confident. We have the World card and the Queen of Pentacles. We have the 8 of Swords and the 7 of Cups. Okay, so with the 6 of Swords, that's all about transition, movement. So, you know, that suggests travel. You might be on a journey, a physical journey, or maybe a spiritual journey. But yeah, you're in an environment where people are moving from one state to another or one place to another. So like maybe studying abroad or moving to a new city, or maybe even a trip or event, vacation, at the airport, a train, you know, commuting. And yeah, I feel like you're passing them by here. And they see you again in a moment where you're stepping into something new here. First day at school, first day at work, or you're a tourist, I don't know, something like that. And with the King of Wands, it kind of shows that you come across as confident, as charming. You stand out here, and they're going to notice your presence here. So you might not try to be noticed or, you know, stand out, but it's just like your natural energy, your vibe, your aura, your leadership energy here. It's like the way you carry yourself, it's kind of just is something that they notice. And it kind of lights you up in their eyes. It's like, ooh, who's that? Pile 2. And with the world, that kind of highlights that they might notice you in like a international environment or a very diverse environment. Somewhere with many people or cultures, or maybe even online, maybe social media. Maybe you have like a very nice picture here with the King of Wands. You look attractive and they're like, who is that? They might like the picture, they might go into your DMs. Could be a dating app here as well. I don't know if you've seen those memes, but there are like these memes where it says like, no one is as beautiful as the girl that you see in the airport when you go on vacation. It's almost like that feeling. Like they might see you at an airport or train station and they think you're just beautiful, and they might strike up a conversation with you while you're in the train station or while you're traveling. You know, you meet new people there at maybe like a restaurant or a pub or something like that. And maybe some sort of locals there. And then you end up, you know, talking online. That might be a scenario, but they see you as well as someone accomplished, complete, and very attractive in a... and very worldly as well, you know, you're cultured here. You might be a bit different from them in ethnicity. And with the Queen of Pentacles, they notice how grounded you are. You are someone who seems to like have it all together, and that kind of seems a bit intimidating for them. And with the Queen of Pentacles, she's also a natural beauty, you know. Pentacles are earth, raw, natural. So maybe they also notice, maybe you don't have like, if you are someone who wears makeup, maybe you don't have makeup on that day, or maybe all day, most days you don't wear makeup. But they kind of notice how beautiful you look without makeup. Maybe you just have like a simple clothes on and they're like, you know, jeans and a t-shirt, and they're like, you still stand out, you still are very beautiful, and they notice that. And with the Eight of Swords, you might come across as maybe fidgety or anxious, or you might feel, uneasy. And maybe you are someone who doesn't try to stand out, but you can't help it here with the King of Wands. Maybe you're shy and reserved, just take what resonates. Or you're just quietly doing your thing, even if you're just not naturally shy. But to them, you know, that kind of makes you seem a bit unforgettable because of that contrast. You're very like impressive here with the world and the King wants. You're attractive, charming, but you're also very reserved, maybe. I don't know. With the Seven of Cups, yeah, they kind of see you almost like as a dream or a fantasy. I feel like this person kind of suspects or expects that they're not going to see you again. It's like they don't have a chance with you, right? Or I feel like as well, like after they met you, it's like, because it's a brief first meeting, I feel like they're going to keep thinking about you. You know, other people seem not as interesting as you. It's like they can't stop thinking about you, right? You're always in the back of their mind here. But again, you might seem a bit out of reach here. So they kind of write it off here. Like, pile 2 isn't going to go for me. You know, they're too accomplished. You're the Queen of Pentacles, right? You're the King of Wands. That might seem out of reach for them. Yeah, so they're going to notice the first time, you know, your natural glow as well. Yeah. Okay, let's get some more cards for pile 2. Tell me, how will their first future spouse first notice them? Oh, I'm hearing again a friend. It might be for some of you that a friend is gonna be like, look at that, look at that person over there, and then they see you. They look over to the person that their friend is referring to, and it's you, right? Yeah, or they might remark to a friend. Maybe they are the ones who like tell their friend, like, look at that person over there, and it's you. So yeah. 10 of Pentacles is, yeah, maybe it's also like you just got a lot of attention from people. Maybe a lot of people talk about you, and that's how they're gonna notice you. We have the 9 of Wands, the Page of Cups, Judgment. So it's interesting. We have the 10 of Pentacles, so it could be that they might see you in a picture with one of their, like maybe you know some of their family members, or you know someone in their community, and that person like posts a picture of an event that you were at, and you were in the picture as well, and they see you. Or maybe you meet through a wedding here, or through family here, maybe. Yeah. And it's like, that's how they might notice you. And with the Ace of Pentacles and Ten of Pentacles, again, it's like they might see you as relationship material. You might have like the qualities that they look for in someone, but it's like they write it off here. Like they're like, there's no way that pal 2 would go for me, or something like that. Or maybe because you're like the best friend of their sister or brother, that kind of makes it awkward. So maybe that's also why they write you off here if you meet through family, for instance. But yeah, they see long-term potential with you. It's not just like surface attraction here when they first notice you. They feel like, you know, or they at least hope that you could be part of their future, you know. You're marriage material or relationship material. Yeah. It's like they put you in that category when they first see you. And then Eight of Wands is, again, it's a fast-moving energy. So the first meeting is fast. They notice you quickly, and then poof, you're gone. Because I feel like it's like maybe you, like for instance, if you meet through family, maybe they're over at their parents' house or over at their brother or sister's house, and then you come over to get something at their family member's house, and then you have to leave quickly or something like that. That's an example. But yeah, it happens quickly, the first meeting. It's almost like, yeah, they might spot you across the room or something like that, or in a very fast moving environment like travel, an event, or busy gathering. Yeah. And with the Nine of Wands, they might be guarded or hesitant at first here as well. And I feel like they might see you being that way towards them as well, you know. And I feel like you're gonna make them nervous here, self-conscious here as well. They're not gonna rush straight toward you because, yeah, they need some courage first. And with the Princess of Cups, they're also gonna notice how sweet you are, how playful you are, how creative you are, how gentle you are. And there's just something innocent and refreshing about you, you know. You are real, you are authentic. And maybe they have a lot of fake or superficial people around them. And with the Judgment, it's like, again, it's that wake-up call. It's like the universe is sending the signals or intuitive hits that are where they feel like, you know, this person is different, this person matters. There's something about pal 2, right? They hear the call here. And they can't ignore it, the Judgment call. Let's see. Let's get some other cards. For pile 1, how will their future spouse first notice them? It is safe for you to love. There's someone here that's like hesitant because they're afraid of loving. It's you or them. I don't know. I feel like it's them. Maybe they're a bit hesitant to fall in love. They're like, maybe they've just gotten out of a relationship, or maybe they're still healing wounds, or maybe they just not have the best picture of love. And it's like, even though they like you, it does bring up some fears in them, you know. Heart-to-heart conversation. It might be a situation where they're gonna where they are going to develop a crush on you. And it might be like this big moment where they kind of confess. Children. You might have children. They notice that as well. Let your friends help you. Yeah, there's something about maybe them seeing you in a friend setting. Or they're kind of asking their friends to set you up. If they know. If you have like mutual friends here. And they might try to talk to you here with a heart-to-heart conversation. But I feel like there's something maybe that interrupts you, or they wanted to talk longer to you, or maybe you're just not open yet. Because you see here this picture, like this guy is kind of dissociating. He's staring blankly. You know, in front of him, and the woman is trying to get his attention, trying to talk to him. So it's almost like they kind of are maybe even afraid to talk to you, or they zone out or something like that. The thought of talking to you is like nerve-wracking here. Yeah, maybe there is a short conversation, but they're nervous here for sure. Yeah. Well, that's what I have for you, pile 2. I hope it resonated with you. Please comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think of the reading. And if you want a private reading with me, you can always email me. My email is in the description box below. Have a good day. Bye. Okay, pile 3, the clear quartz stone. This is your reading. We're looking at how your future spouse is first going to notice you. So let's see, for pile 3. How is their future spouse first gonna notice them? Butterflies, I'm hearing. Butterflies in my stomach. So your future spouse might have butterflies in their stomach when they see you. 7 of Cups. They might see you as a fantasy. They're like, whoa, who is that? 4 of Cups. You might not notice them. The Star. Maybe they think you're out of their league. Temperance. Devil. A lot of attraction here. A lot of lust. Queen of Wands. Okay. Okay, so I feel like, you know, they're going to first notice you at a time when they are confused. They're distracted or kind of emotionally closed off. They might be doubting love or unsure about what or who they really want when it comes to love. Maybe they're also kind of rejecting opportunities around them when it comes to love here. They're like, you know, love is an illusion. Every time someone seems great, they disappoint me. And they're just not interested in people around them. So you appear kind of like subtle. But there's an undeniable sparky because you're the star. You stand out from all the other options, right? You are the bright star in the sky. They might see you, notice you online. They are intrigued. Maybe on a dating app. Maybe, yeah. They are on a dating app, but it's like, there's not really a lot of people that kind of seem interesting to them, or they're not finding the person that they're looking for on dating apps. But wherever they notice you first, they might not be fully realizing what they're seeing, right? So they don't know if this is, because I said butterflies, right? They can't deny that. They can't deny that attraction that they first see you, even though they're doubting love here. But they don't know whether it's true, whether it's their intuition telling them, oh, this person is special, or whether it's, again, an illusion here. Yeah. So they're on guard here. But we have the Star. So they can't deny you. You know, there's this moment where it's gonna click for them, you know? You stand out. You shine like a light, right? You know how people use the stars to guide them, you know, in ancient times to know where to go. And people still use the stars to guide them through astrology, right? Planets, you know. And it's like you're that star who guides them in the middle of this confusion, the Seven of Cups. They notice that with you it's different, you know, they get butterflies, your energy is different, they keep thinking about you, they're constantly keep looking at you, they can't help it. And you have a very healing vibe here with the Star. You are so unique, there's something different about you. And you give them almost like hope here with love. You're refreshing and you're unlike anyone they've ever met here, right? And with the Temperance, they're going to notice your balance here. They're going to notice how calm you are. They're going to notice how non-threatening you are. You're not chaotic. You're not dramatic. You're a very harmonious kind of person. You're someone they feel safe around, right? You calm their nervous system down, and that makes them kind of notice you. It's like with you, they don't have a lot of doubts. With you, they feel a lot more calm. With you, they don't feel on guard all the time. They don't feel threatened. So they might notice how you move or how you speak and how you interact with people, how good you treat people and how composed you are as well. And then we have the Devil. So with the Queen of Wands, there's powerful magnetic attraction here. It's raw lust here. There's desire. You bring up desire in them almost instantly. This is attraction here. And it comes from deep within. It's primal. It's irresistible, right? The Queen of Wands and the Devil. Oh my God. Like this person might think that you're the most beautiful person that they've ever seen, especially here with the Star. Or they've never felt such lust for someone. And you're unforgettable. And even if they try to brush you off here with the Four of Cups, they can't, you know, because you're too charismatic here with the Queen of Wands, too irresistible. You're also confident, you glow. Yeah, you're just captivating. It's like, again, I'm seeing this image of like their eyes keep steering to you. It's like they can't stop coming back to you. They can't stop looking at you. Right? So they're going to first notice you during a period where they feel stuck or closed off to love. But I feel like you're going to be the one who kind of breaks through those walls and breaks through that fog and illusion that they've been experiencing here and that confusion. It's because you're so radiant. You're too bright here. And healing as well. And harmonious and fiery and attractive. Yeah, let's see what else. For pile 3, how will their future spouse first notice them? Nine of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, the King of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the Ten of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, we have the King and Queen of Pentacles, soulmate energy. Wheel of Fortune, fate, destiny. I'm also seeing here with the Nine of Pentacles, seeing that, you know, I'm hearing classy. So maybe they see you as someone who's classy. Nine of Pentacles is also independence. Maybe they like your independence. Maybe they like that you're not too intense in the beginning. You're not clingy or focused on them. You have your own life. You have your own things going for you. And it's almost like you inspire them. You inspire them to level up. It's almost also as well that they can see that you guys can be some sort of power couple. And it's those qualities they feel like they can build with you. And yeah. It's also the way you dress, the way you speak, the way you handle situations. It's like someone who's like fully capable And you seem like you have your life together here. And with the Wheel of Fortune, you know, the timing of this for them almost seems like faded, or they may feel that you guys met in a very serendipitous way. They might notice that, you know, it's destiny or the universe almost orchestrated the encounter. Because of the way you kind of met, they feel like, you know, there's no way other than that fate was at play here. So yeah, it's probably at a turning point in their lives when you're gonna meet them, or when circumstances suddenly align, you know, for you, and it puts you kind of in the same place. So again, it feels fated for them. That's also that's also something that's gonna make them notice you at first. And with the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands, they're both drawn to your grounded, stable energy and your charisma, and it's attraction here with the King of Wands, but also commitment here. So they're attracted, but they also see you as something serious. They like that. Maybe this is someone who likes the fact that you come across as maybe sexy or seductive. And they're the kind of person who wants to be in a relationship with someone like that, to keep things spicy and alive. And again, I feel like you also come across as someone who's not desperate here. They like that as well. I'm hearing, yeah, you don't want anything from them. So maybe in the past, people always wanted something from them, but you are the Knight of Pentacles. You're independent. You've got it all figured out. You don't need anyone else here, right? So that makes them also feel like you're not using them, I guess. Yeah, bad experiences in love is definitely something that's holding them back. But I feel like you're the one who's not going to trigger that. Their wounds, I guess. Right? If they have a wound of being used, you're someone who doesn't ask for help, and that makes them feel like, yeah, like they're not being used, and that they can trust you. And they're really gonna admire your drive, your ambitions, as well. With the Ten of Wands, you know, you're responsible, hardworking, all of that. Same thing with the Queen of Pentacles, nurturing yet grounded. Let's get some other cards. You might be an earth sign. Capricorn comes through the most for me because of the Devil. Yeah, could also be Virgo and Taurus. Very strong Saturn or Venus energy in your chart. Let's see. For pile 3. How would their future spouse first notice them? I'm hearing you look familiar. That's what I'm hearing. But it's soul recognition. That's past life energy. Yeah, so your future spouse is going to make you... your future spouse is going to feel like you're familiar, you know? That they've met you before. Passion, yeah. Attraction. You might end up as friends here, or maybe they do a friend request on social media. Pay attention to the red flags. Yeah, so this person is like very hyper vigilant. They're very distrusting when you meet. Deception, yeah. It's almost like they're gonna wait for the ball to drop. They're gonna wait for your mask to fall off, and you're gonna hurt them like all the other people, but it never comes. They can't stay away from you. Definitely not. Separation. Yeah, see, there might be some sort of separation. It's like, or if that's not the case, it's like, even when you guys are not talking or seeing each other, they can't help thinking of you. And it's like, for you, they're going to make the effort. And for other people, they might not have. For you, they're going to do stuff that they've never done for other people. And that's what they're going to realize. They're like, huh? I'm buying flowers, or I'm doing this, and I don't normally do that. Yeah, what else for pile 3? How's their future spouse first gonna notice them? Separation. See, it's like they constantly keep thinking about you. missing you, yearning for you. Wedding rings. Is this the pile with, did we have like the 10 of Pentacles? Let's check. No, that was a different pile. Yeah, there might be a thing here where they feel like you are marriage material or something like that, or that they can have a partnership. Yeah, heartbroken. They're just heartbroken, deeply hurt here. Healing heart. Yeah, it's almost like you're going to heal their heart. And again, you're going to be different from the people. Like, you're going to be the exact opposite. Whatever toxic behaviors their past partners exhibited, you're gonna exhibit the healthy opposite, polar opposite behavior. Triggers, it says here, triggers. So yeah, they might be a bit triggered in the beginning because of past karmic relationships. Yeah, it needs time. This person needs time, takes time to heal. And then they're going to take a chance because they feel like you're so amazing that they can't let you go. Yeah, they're going to transcend. They're going to transcend or overcome these fears. Yeah. And of course, you're going to get married. Yeah, so that's nice. So that's all I have for you, pile 3. I hope it resonated with you. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know what you think of the reading. And if you want a private reading with me, you can always email me. My email's in the description box below. Have a good day. Bye.